So now we have a 4x4 Lego, and now let's go ahead and model a 2x4. So what I'll do is I'll unhide my previous Lego block that we created, and I'll hide it, this one. And before that, let's just fix this part. Previously we had to fix this part. We have to spend so much time fixing this part, so I'm going to fix this part just now so that we don't have to do it again. Alright, and fix this, check whether it's perfectly straight. Okay, so now let's go ahead and duplicate this. I'll snap my pivot to this point. Press Ctrl D to duplicate and snap it with this. Combine these two. Select this, snap it to this point, and again press Ctrl D to duplicate and snap it to this point. And now I'm going to press Shift plus D, so that it will repeat the whole command. Now combine everything and merge vertices together. And now let's just go ahead and select all the edges in the center. And scale them. Go into our text, merge. Select these as well, scale them, select these. Okay, and now I'll just go ahead and merge. So for this 2x4 Lego, we have one cylinder here and one cylinder over here, and we have a cube between the center of this cylinder. So I'm going to do that exactly. So convert this to faces, duplicate face, make sure it's in the center, scale this up till here, and then duplicate it and then snap it to this point. Combine these two, extrude them out, move them down slightly, and then select this and apply a boolean with a hole punch. Now select this and delete the history. I'll go back to bottom view and I'll work only on one side. And we can delete this part as well. So now let's just go ahead and fix the topology first. Make sure that there are no n-gons. Using target weld. Press 3 and see that yes, we need to merge these and these together. So now we have an n-gon here. So what we can do to fix this is we can just add an edge here, connect it to this, and now we don't have an n-gon. Now I'll select everything. So now I'll just duplicate this to see how it looks, mirror it out. In Z 0.1, and now I'll just select these faces. Delete these. Merge vertices, and now select all the edges except this curve. Extrude this up, and extrude these cylinders as well. Mirror this in X negative 0.1 merge threshold, and yes. So now we need to create a block over here. So to do that, so before we do that, we need to extrude this inwards and extrude this again and snap up till here, extrude it again and merge these vertices. Select all of these vertices and make sure they are aligned with these edges. And now what we can do is we can insert an edge loop here and delete these edges so that when I add an edge loop, it doesn't pass all the way through. And do an edit edge flow here. This one as well. Select these edges and scale them so that they are perfectly straight. And now we can delete these edges. Snap them to this vertex. Select all the edges, make sure they are aligned with this top edge of the cylinder, and delete these faces. And what we can do is select these edges and extrude them up, merge vertices and merge these vertices as well, and bridge these two. With one edge in between because we need to connect it to that, and then bridge again with one segment. Change the target weld and merge these two. Assign Lambert so that we don't see that green color. Now we can delete the other half that we didn't work on, and delete. And we can also delete, oh, actually we need to delete this half and delete this half as well. Now select all these edges and extrude them slightly up. And what we can do is select these edges and extrude them too up till this point and bridge them. But first, let's extrude these out up till here and merge these vertices. And now select all the edges and let's see whether it can bridge. It didn't bridge actually, so let's delete these. Okay, I think it didn't bridge because of this edge. Now when we try to bridge, it did bridge together. Delete history again, and what we can do is we can add bevel just on these, just on this. Bevel it again, increase the segment. I think we need to fix this part first. 0.35. Delete this edge and delete this face and delete this face as well, and then add a connection with this face, connect it here, delete this face, scale this, match this vertex with this one and this one with this. This here and bridge these two together. So we can add one more edge here for this bevel. And if you want, we can also make a connection here. And all right, Now let's fix topology on this part. So I'll just go ahead and select these edges. And add a connect. And now I can connect these vertices together and we have a quad. I can do the same thing over here. Make sure I don't leave any, skip any edge, and then connect again. Connect these vertices together. These as well. Let's check. I think we are good, and now let's add some bevel on these as well. 0.35 two edges. And bevel on these. Delete history and bevel on these now. 0.35 and 3 edge loops. Now it's time to add some edge hold. And the same thing on the inside. And do the same over here. We'll add a bevel here once we mirror this. Let's fix this area first before we do a mirror. Now we have quads. And I think this is the last one. We can add bevel here too. Okay, now before we mirror, let's check whether we have added everything. This seems fine, but I think we can do is no. So what I'll do instead is space out these edges. Okay, so now we are good to go and we can mirror these. 0.1, delete history, mirror again. Object mode in Z this time. 0.1, and we need to bevel this. So before we bevel this, we need to fix some topology over here. Connect these two, connect these two. I'll just delete this part. And mirror it over again in Z. Object. One. And finally, we bevel. 3.25. And what we can do more is circularize components. To fix any issues. Move this up. So now we have 2x4 Lego as well. Select all of these vertices. Convert them to face and extrude them and give it an offset. We can also add an edge. And same thing here. So this is how we model a 2x4 Lego. So we started with 1x1, I guess. Let me just go into my outliner and see. So yeah, we started with 1x1. Then we modeled a 4x4, and then we modeled a 2x4 Lego. I hope you guys learned something. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.